Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Altcoin Mentors YouTube channel. My name is Peter, and today I'm going to be giving you an update on our 2K 5X challenge, where I, Peter, a veteran trader of over 20 years, am going to try to turn $2,000 worth of Bitcoin into $10,000. Our main goal here at Altcoin Mentors is to help as many people as possible achieve their goal of financial freedom. And we believe trading cryptocurrencies is an opportunity of a lifetime. By the end of this video, you have a better understanding of how I trade as a professional trader, and also what I believe the Bitcoin market will be doing in the near term and long term future. If you like our videos, please follow us on Twitter and on Telegram. We also have a model portfolio so you can track and view our positions and progress for this challenge. The link is down below. If you'd like to be notified of our latest videos, please hit the bell button. All right, so let's get started. So as of this morning, since the end of April, started on April 24th when Bitcoin was at 93.34. I'll change this number because Bitcoin is up a little bit. So I started this on April 24th when Bitcoin was at 93.34. Currently it's at 73.15. Bitcoin is down 21%, but I am up 115.89%. So let's call it 116%. That's pretty good. More than doubled my money on Bitcoin, going long and short. But the one thing to realize, though, is that even though the market is down 21%, I'm up 116%. So usually I should have doubled it because I'm going long and short. So when the markets go up, markets go down. But I've done a little bit better than that. And so I'm going to show you how I do that because basically it's a combination of short-term trades and swing trades and trading more like a professional and always having a plan. So currently our AM, Altcoin Mentors Wave Trend Indicator, is positive for Bitcoin. So all I'm doing is going long. So as you can see here, since July 4th, all of my trades on Bitcoin have been long, long, and long. The reason for that is that on the wave trend turned positive right around July 4th, and then it turned back into neutral. And then it turned back into a negative. But when it turned back into a negative, it never gave me a signal to trade. Because right when it turned negative, it started coming back up. And then it went from negative to neutral. And I don't trade into neutral. And then it turned positive. So I had to wait about 13 days for it to finally break and then give me a decent signal. So on my last trade for the long, I made 3.2%. So as you can see here, I got it at 73.45. I didn't get in at 6,800, 6,900, 7,000. As I said in a bunch of my tweets, I'm no hero. I wait for confirmation above and below certain areas. I had a certain zone. So let me show that to you. So if you look at it over here, I'll show you my tweets over here. So if you look at this chart over here, you can see that I had a blue zone, range zone that Bitcoin was in for the last month, over a month, about 5 weeks, and it finally broke out. But am I just gonna put a buy order in right at the top and hopefully hope that it breaks out? No, I don't play like that because that's the key word. This is not a game. I'm not playing around with money. Right, my job is to make money. So because of that, I have to be a little bit more careful. So the other thing I'll talk to you about today is this is straight from my wall. If you don't follow us on Twitter, you should. I put a lot of good information out there. This is straight from the wall in my office. And the key thing here to look at is basically around support and resistance. Be careful. Perfectly okay to play it safe. That's what I talk about all the time. Don't be a hero. So what I mean by that is that if you look at my last trade, I was in at 73.45. I got out at 75.80. My target was 7,700. So Bitcoin went up, and it came so close to 7,700. And then when it did, that's major resistance. So when it did, it started dropping. As it was going higher and higher up to 7,700, I trailed it. I thought, you know what, I'll give it about $100 with a space. And it came back immediately, came and got me. But now I re-entered at a better price. So I got out at 75.80 and I re-entered at 73.02. So basically what I did was I waited for the bounce off of some support area, had color change, confirmation, and now I put my stop loss at 70 to 10, the bottom of this wave over here. Right, so I'm keeping it kind of tight. I don't want to give up a lot of my profit. And then what I'm waiting for is I'm waiting for a higher high. So if you watched our video a couple weeks ago on finding trends, so higher highs, higher lows, it's not just even about finding the trend. It's about also where to put your stop loss. So basically, the idea is very simple. So if this thing breaks 73.55, which is the high of this little wave, this little mini wave, and it goes a little bit higher, then what I will do is I will move my stop loss up to the bottom of this. So then I'll have a very small loss. And if it goes higher and higher and higher, I'll do the same thing. And then when it gets close to 7,700, then I will be more careful. That's what I tweeted out this morning. If you look at it here, right? Basically, I said that when it gets close to 7,700, right, I am going to be a little bit more careful. We'll be more careful at 7,700 because I don't want to give up too much of my profit to the top. It has to break 7,700 for me to become very, very comfortable. So that's what I'm really looking forward to now. I have my stop loss here, right there. So it'll be a loss. I got in over here. If it breaks this little area over here, this little wave, I will trail it up to a smaller loser, and it goes higher and higher and higher. I will play the waves. So I'm looking for our higher highs, higher lows. So in this area here, you see that there are not that many higher highs, higher lows. Everything is very, very choppy. So we have to wait and see what's going to happen. Is this going to be a new cycle where it just goes sideways for a while? Because remember, that's what it did before. So let's take a look at that with Bitcoin on a longer time frame. Right, so you see that. Look at this zone. So this is June 9th, right, all the way up to the 16th. It stayed in this little pocket, right, in this little zone for a very, very long time, right? So it was here. Right, to let's say about here, right? So this little zone, right, for over a month. So now what's going to happen here, right? We don't know. So will it stay in another zone for a very long time? So where is the bottom, right? I'm hoping that the bottom is not lower than this little point here, so I don't get kicked out. But right now, Bitcoin is going a little bit lower. Look at it on a shorter time frame. It's okay. So that's what I'm hoping for today. So basically, I have a strategy that I have in place, which is basically when people ask me how I make money, what I do is when I always wait for a trend to develop. I mean, I am definitely a trend trader. I don't do a lot of counter trends. So I wait for the trend, and I really wait for it to really, really confirm, right? Double confirm. So sometimes I'm a little bit slow to the party, but once I'm in the party, I get very, very aggressive, and then I have the most fun at the party itself. So it's okay to be a little bit late, but you don't want to be Lilo, last in, last out. So what I do in the beginning is that beginning stages of a trend, because you don't know how fast and hard the trend is going to go, you want to be a little bit more careful, and that's what I tend to do in the beginning. So in the beginning of any type of a move up or down, what I'll do is I'll go in, scale in slowly, and then I will be a little bit more careful. So I'll be last in, but first out. And then when the trend has been really, really established, then I am a little bit more aggressive, and then I am first in, first out, but only one direction. So basically what that means is that if we have a move to the upside here, right, we don't know. It has to break 7,700 first, so let's look at it on a longer time frame so you can have a better understanding of what I mean. Right, so when you look at this, right, it's going down, 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 down. Right, so we have a higher wave here, but what we really need is a higher wave above this wave and then above this wave for it to really continue higher. So once it breaks here, then I will be very, very aggressive. I'm going to be going long, 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 and long. That's what I was doing over here, and that's what I was doing over here. So for me, once it broke this little area over here around 9,000, I was very aggressive with my shorts, and that's how I ended up making a lot of money to the downside. But before that, when I got in at April 24th, right around here, we were in a slightly up market, right? And I was being more aggressive to the upside. So that is basically what I do as a general rule. So I wait for the trend to be established, and then I look at a shorter time frame, and I tend to be very aggressive, but very aggressive both ways, in and out, not long and short. But I'm only going to go long from now on unless things change, right? But I will be very aggressive on my entries and very aggressive on my exits because I want to be able to protect profit and make as much money as I can. So hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you like our videos, please share it with your friends and other crypto traders. You can also follow us on Twitter and on Telegram. If you have any questions, please ask away in the comment section below. We do a very good job of answering all your comments and questions right away. Thank you again for watching. Have a great weekend and see you in our next video.